so that there are more progressive tax credits to help you pay for your medical school or to help families help pay for different types of graduate school. And to expand AmeriCorps, which is something I'm really proud of my dad for starting, so that more people can participate in public service jobs to help earn money to pay for college or graduate school, and to raise it to up to $10,000, what you could earn for up to 2 years, so a total of $20,000 tax-free that you could use to help pay for college or graduate school. But one of the things that's really distinct about what my mom's proposing about both college and graduate school affordability is to have the government get back into the business of direct federal lending. You know, to building on programs which Dr. Redletter was starting to talk about earlier, you know, and it's really personal to my mom because when she went to law school, she borrowed money at 2% for the federal government. I know people are always like 2%, but 2% from the federal government. And also, she was able to pay it back as a percentage of her income when she got out of law school. And that was really important because that enabled her not only to fulfill her dream of going to law school, but also to fulfill her dream of then going to work for the Children's Defense Fund when she got out of law school. Something she never could have done if she had to worry just about paying off her debts. You know, so getting the government back into the business of direct student lending, you know, in the 2 to 3% range, will enable more people to go to college and graduate school, and then ensuring that we get back to income contingency repayment programs will ensure that more people are able to do what they want to do when they get out of college or graduate school. That's also good for us as taxpayers, because people are more likely to pay back their loans when they can afford them. And she's committed to getting rid of the FAFSA form, which is the current form, the federal form that people have to fill out to receive federal aid in the first place, because it should never be difficult to apply for aid. And also, it costs us literally billions of dollars every year to print the FAFSA forms, administer them, and process them. Also not the best use of our federal budget. So making sure that it is easy and accessible and affordable. But what is the most progressive element, I think, of what my mom is proposing is to say to people, if you're willing to do a job that's in the public interest when you get out of school, if you're willing to be a volunteer firefighter or a public school teacher or a community health worker or a doctor in an underserved area or a nurse or an after-school tutor, that service itself in different amounts will help you pay off your student loans. And then if after 20 years you still have any student debt, it will be forgiven. So how will she pay for this? It's a more complicated question on healthcare reform because there's certain types of both upfront payments and then savings that would be reinvested. But if you have questions about how she'll pay to get us to truly universal health insurance and also improve quality longer term, please go onto her website and you can see dollar for dollar how she matches certain of her proposals against either new sources of revenue or savings that she'll redirect.